Hello and welcome to the WBAP 820-570 KLIF Weather Podcast for Thursday, August 4th. And today we are moving our podcast, which is normally posted on Monday, to Thursday. We're going to do it on Thursdays from now on. This is going to let us take a much closer look at your upcoming weekend forecast. And we'll also be taking a close look at Monday, especially the 8th of August, which is first day of school for a lot of our kids here in North Texas. And we'll still take your forecast all the way out to the middle of next week, okay? Okay, first we're checking the visible satellite loop from this morning. We're seeing some clouds and rain in the Panhandle, which they can certainly use today. Most of that is Pacific monsoon moisture. It's been drifting up across Mexico. I wish we'd get some of that. Off to the southeast, meanwhile, down the Gulf, we're watching some scattered showers and storms south of Louisiana. That is an upper-level low, not a tropical low. It's an upper-level low that's trying to form. It's promising for some rain maybe along the Texas coast, but probably not this far to the northwest. And that's about it for now. On to the national radar map. Heavy rain and thunderstorms across southern Missouri and the Ozarks in general. Moving on into southern Illinois and then clear on up through the eastern Great Lakes, up into Canada and just barely into Maine. We're also seeing some monsoonal moisture back into Arizona, and that's about as far as that goes. Here is our wildfire risk setup for the next 3 days. Today is the worst, really, wildfire risk that we're dealing with over the next 3 days, from the northwestern hill country all the way up through North Texas, into the big country as well, but into North Texas all the way to the Oklahoma border, and it's just about as bad in some areas of Oklahoma, too. Tomorrow, August 5th, now that's the middle panel in this graphic, things get a little better due to a minor increase in Gulf humidity. And then on Saturday, still a little bit more improvement, especially near the coast. And here's the reason for that. Our upper-level high-pressure zone is going to drift a little bit to the northwest this weekend. Now, not permanently, but this weekend. And what that will do for us is it does open up the Gulf just a little bit, let some Gulf humidity work its way up I-45 into North Texas. And while humidity isn't particularly welcome in this kind of heat, it will actually be helpful in that the humid air won't heat up quite so efficiently, so our high temperature will sag just a bit to maybe 99 or 100 this weekend instead of 104 the way it's been this week. And it's not impossible that some of that humid air might be able to just accidentally bubble up into an isolated thunderstorm any given afternoon, but probably northeast or southeast of Dallas-Fort Worth. And that extra humidity might also have a minor but positive impact on the grass fire situation, which is still pretty desperate all across the state of Texas. In fact, just Wednesday, probably over a dozen grass fires developed in and around San Antonio and the Hill Country, several around Abilene, several around North Texas as well. It was a bad day yesterday. Now, this next frame is centered on noon Friday, and we can see that our high-pressure zone is expected to drift back to the southeast, covering North Texas, Kansas, and Oklahoma. This is centered on noon Friday. And it's just going to get a little bit hotter and a little bit drier again over our part of the country. And we've received no measurable precipitation at DFW Airport now for 62 days and counting. And unless we get surprised next couple of days or this weekend, we could easily extend that to another 70 to 72 days. Okay, let's check out the forecast maps. Here's Friday's forecast map with monsoonal moisture active in Arizona, Las Vegas, some of the desert areas of Southern California. They're glad to get that. And then on up through Utah and Idaho into Montana, even Wyoming, where they don't really want it. And then there's that big gap in the middle of the country of dry weather. And then off to the east, Gulf moisture is active with rain and thunderstorms along a slow-moving frontal boundary from the Gulf Coast all the way up to the Smoky Mountains, through the metro northeastern hubs, all the way up into New England. All right? So what does the Saturday map look like? Well, minor monsoon moisture in New Mexico, scattered showers and storms through the northern tier of states, in another weather system that has some of that monsoonal moisture to work with, and then rainy weather all along the Gulf Coast and scattered showers and storms from the Tennessee Valley on into the northeast. Now we're going to skip Sunday and move on to Monday morning. There's a whole new batch of Pacific monsoon moisture in the southwestern states, maybe in the Texas Panhandle again, but not anywhere else in Texas. The northern tier showers of storms have kind of caught up with the Gulf moisture from the Midwest onto the east now in the Great Lakes, and just about every place east of Iowa, east of Missouri is getting lots of rain early next week, but nothing in Texas except near the coast. Okay, the National Weather Service is really hitting this hard today. High to extreme grass fire danger, plus enough humidity to bring the heat stress index over the danger mark this afternoon. So watch the heat. It's going to feel like 106 in the shade. And we also have high fire danger. The only rain we might see would be in the northeast corner of the state of Texas, and that's about it. Here's our forecast. Sunny, breezy, and hot with a high near 103. Heat stress index 106 this afternoon. South winds 10 to 20, so we still have high fire danger. It'll be partly cloudy and 83 overnight, so not cooling off. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, breezy, hot, and humid with a high near 101, low near 82. That takes us on into Saturday, mostly sunny, windy, hot, and humid with a high of 99. Southeast winds, a little more humidity up here. That's why we lowered that to 99. And then Sunday and Monday, high temperature is still going to be near 100, and I fear they might get a little bit hotter early next week. So that's what we got working right now. Thanks again for joining us for the WBAP 820 570 KLIF Weather Podcast for Thursday, August 4th. Stay cool, stay safe, especially on that first day of school, and we'll see you next week. Bye.